So this is a first. Thank you very much. Well, first of all, I'd like to say this is the third time that I've spoken to a gathering of your constituency, Prime Minister. And I love to call you Prime Minister Dow, but I also love to affectionately call you Tiger. Because the first time that we ever met, you looked in my eyes when I had my Ride the Thunder cast shirt on and said, "You have the eyes of a tiger." And I never forgot that. Thank you very much. Most of you know me by my role in the movie Ride the Thunder. That movie was a move. There's no other word for it. It was one of the first pictures made about the struggle in Vietnam that told the truth. In fact, the tagline for that picture was, "Getting history right." I think we achieved that. Yesterday, I had the privilege of being invited by Tiger to what I consider some pretty hallowed ground. You see, I was born in Washington, D.C. I used to bike ride my Stingray through the back of Fort Myer and into Arlington National Cemetery. I know what it is to be on military ground, but yesterday, that was an amazing experience, Tiger. Thank you very much. I had the occasion to give a speech there that was a little bit different than the one I think I'm going to deliver tonight. But may I say, at the end of that speech, I walked out of the building and I looked up and I saw this flag and this flag flying high on a mast. And the thunderous sound from those flags wafting in a breeze was something I'll never forget. And I couldn't help but think that the day after the communists took Saigon, those flags have not flown since. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to tell you that through a heck of a lot of hard work that began last February, and may I say, Wei, would you please stand? General Wei. Wei, I want to thank you for your dedication. I want to thank you for your hard work. I want to thank you for your patience, and I want to thank you for your long suffering. Because this hasn't been an easy task, ladies and gentlemen, putting together a platform that's going to go around the world, but more importantly, touch 100 million Vietnamese within the confines of your country. You see, the reason I got excited about looking at those two flags is because, can you put that logo up? I guess not, or anyway, it's right here. That flag is contained in your logo. I am so excited about having a branded MasterCard with your logo on it, Tiger, because not only for here in the United States, where the Vietnamese people have done such a masterful job of progress and progression and growth. In fact, to the tune that 12% of the population of this county that I now reside in is Vietnamese. But now, we have the opportunity of putting together a branded MasterCard with this government's logo on it and sending it first to the constituency, but then that constituency becoming introducers to 3.5 million displaced Vietnamese around the world. And once it gets that far, then it's going to go, hopefully, within the confines of Vietnam. I was sitting talking to these two lovely ladies down here this evening, and I asked that lady right there a question. Do Vietnamese here in the United States send money to their relatives in Vietnam? And the answer I got disturbs me greatly. No, because they don't trust that the government is going to allow 100-cent dollars to get in the hands of their relatives. Do I have a witness on that? Well, let me tell you, this card that we're putting together will send money real time, within minutes, card to card, in the hands of your relatives, 100% dollars that you sent for very few dollars out of your pocket. More importantly, security is a huge issue today. How many of you out there have a credit card? Raise your hand. How many of you have a credit card with the new smart chip on? Keep your hand up. Do you realize that you have the most insecure piece of financial merchandise in your pocket right now? A lot of people don't know that. But the minute that you put that card in the EMV card reader, it lights up like a lighthouse and transmits and communicates information to anyone within general proximity of where you're standing. Which means if I have a hacking machine, which are easily obtainable on Amazon, I could turn around and grab all your information. Is that secure? Absolutely not. Let me tell you something. We just completed negotiations just a few weeks ago. It's going to be included in your card, Tiger, and you're going to be able to not only secure your card, but every card in everybody's wallet and purse in this room. Your MasterCards, your Visas, your American Expresses, all can be loaded onto the biometric security that we're going to be putting on this platform and secure your credit cards to where they can never be hacked again. And your passport and every other document that you consider to be important. This isn't just some crazy credit card we're talking about, folks. This is a financial tool that's going to change lives, and that's worth doing. May also I say this to you. The American Indian has a saying. You know, the American Indian was the original occupants of the United States of America. And the chiefs used to always say, tell me, and I may hear. Show me, and I may see. Involve me, and I will understand. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm involved. I'm proud to be involved with you, and together we will get it done. Thank you.